As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson, Amir Khan, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best.
This back.
A lot of pre-match. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Defense is not an option for these two. Swing and a miss with the jab. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Beautiful counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Feel good. Just keep them on the end.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without...
Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. They both want the knockout. Like to see more jabs. I slipped to avoid the jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut misses. Beautiful counter punch. Just misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for... There's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throws the jab but does not score. You know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain with a brain.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You got to place it.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. How about that time counter shot? punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Missing with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you've got to believe. There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're both trying for a knockout. Oh boy! Amir Khan, dazed! How are they still standing?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
And he scores with the counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice slip to avoid the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the...